All right. Well, we gotta hear my Jake Paul intro now.
Yay!
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 2KSL podcast. I'm here today with Dylan, Devontae, Jay Cottis here too, and I guess we just jump
What's
right
up,
into it.
everybody?
Yeah, there's Dylan, Devontae. Say hello.
Yeah, Jay Cotter's a little slow. That's why he's not talking.
Yeah, Jay Cottis, you don't want to say hi?
Hi.
There's Jay Cottis.
Nerd.
Yeah, we've already talked
Nerd.
about games and a little bit about trades, so we can hop back into trades here. If you missed the streams that didn't work, you can go rewatch the giant train of like 30 streams because my Wi-Fi was sucking. But that's where we talked about games and the importance of those games. But now we'll hop back into trades. I mean, there's not really much to discuss here. The Jets and Knights got a ton better. The Force got better. A lot of other teams got a little bit worse.
Like the Sharks.
Sharks, I think, are one that took a big hit during all this. They downgraded from Cobb and Evan Solo to now what? Azir Hicks and who?
Azir Hicks and Keegan Meister.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Mesker. Yeah,
Something
yeah. I don't
like
know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
Messiger.
Messiger. Okay, whatever Tate says.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it for trades. I mean, is there any impactful trade that we've missed or that y'all think we should talk about?
that.
I
Honestly,
think the Cole B trade, man.
and the Jaquan trade.
The Knights,
That was
Knights
a big
Sharks.
trade for us.
Yeah, the night star. The one that started it all was the
The one that
Knights
started was the
Sharks.
massive trade. Yeah. That's what scares me is this team was blowing people out by 30 points left and right, and then just got
And
considerably better, like a ton. I think Colby's really good. I think he's going to be underrated because he started out with the Knights, and the Knights, are really, really good. So he was like a fourth and fifth option.
exactly.
So we never really got
But that
to
leads me
see
to
Colby.
think that the Knights really won't be all that. Like they're obviously going to be like one of the best teams, if not the best. But you have like an all-star as like the fifth option.
Yeah, that might create some struggles, but we've seen nights where Coran struggles to score, Lloyd struggles to score, and then everyone else around them lights up. That's the thing about the Knights is you don't know who's going to hit you. I mean, Caleb can go for
That's
30
true.
on any night. Boston can go for 30 or 40 on any night. Bemis can go for 20. Lloyd can go for 20. I mean, it can be a mixture of them all. I'd have to see them play, and I think we will in the playoffs. I think
No
the reason.
disman did not just say Bemis.
I don't mean to
I always
interrupt
say
you guys here,
Bemis.
but yeah, I really don't mean to interrupt you guys here. But Jay Cotter, are you slow, man?
Jake Cotter's kind
Jay Cotter, bro.
I was stuck on the.
I'm just saying you could have easily qualified.
Anyways, back on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of impactful trades, and it set off a huge just wave of trades. And I think people panic traded in that point and kind of got finessed. A lot of people did.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And now we're going to talk about something. I hate to skip around like this, but everyone wanted to hear about this category, and I want to be sure we have enough time to spend a considerable amount of time on it because there's a few categories in it that we have to hit. What do you guys think of the award races?
Oh, the award race for the MVP. It honestly,
I think there goes a chance.
I think it goes. I'm gonna do averages.
Yeah.
I hate to just spoil all the surprise. The top 5 players in the MVP race are all gonna get their averages sent out. Fifth guy
That's
may or may not
unfortunate.
change. Dylan's not changing because he just scored 40 points out of nowhere.
Yay!
Prove that he could be a literal team cat. The top 3 are locked in. I think everyone knows that. Tay, Boston, and Chance.
Yep.
Those three are, your top three for now, and then you've got Dylan as the fourth. The fact that he's playing with the MVP and is still the fourth option in that race, is just still shocks me.
Yep, definitely. He's a really good player, and the fact that the Kodiaks were able to get him in the draft is huge.
I know, and now I mean he's as good as almost any captain in the league,
Yeah.
Rookie of the year.
and I think he's literally locked in the rookie of the year by a long shot. Bemis had some competition at the beginning of the season, but nothing
Bemis.
now. Bemis at the beginning of the
Speaking of,
season,
You mean Ricky Blake?
but it was Bemis and Ricky Blake now.
It's
Yes,
really Ricky Blake though.
yeah, it was all Ricky Blake now, but at the beginning of the season he was called Bemis, and they look the same. So I always mix them up and say Bemis.
Whatever you say, bro.
I mean, speaking of rookies, man, the first 2K NCAA game was today,
Also, yeah, that's important to
and
talk
it
about.
was Kansas versus UNC, and Kansas got the win barely. Well, not barely. I'm sorry, UNC got the win by I think
They
it
got
was
nothing on.
71 to 79.
They got nothing on UCLA.
And
So
UCLA is definitely a top 3 school right now.
and they aren't 2 or 3.
No, they're 3.
They're not 2 or 3. They're number 1.
No, they're not 1 and 2. They're just 3.
No, not at all.
But yeah, I mean DeAndre James had a great game, dropping 20.
Definitely.
Same with Greg Uter, he dropped 17.
Yeah, I'd definitely be on the lookout for DeAndre in the draft.
Yep.
Yeah, the
Great
draft will be
guard. I mean,
huge.
I'm thinking if the Force pick up DeAndre James, I think that's huge.
They definitely would be huge for the Force.
Literally.
He's a great guard that he's a great basketball IQ.
And that's what the Force would
He's just
need,
all around player.
unless they trade for a
Yep.
guard in a trade that would possibly happen for Alexander Neal late season, but I don't see that happening.
Yep.
I see them trading for another big and letting, kind of De La Cruz run the backcourt.
Definitely.
But and then hopefully make the playoffs.
Man, I'm really hope that the Force make the playoffs, but the likely of it is, I mean, who are they playing?
I believe they're playing like this. They could play the Sonics.
Oh, I
Jesus,
mean
I'm gonna
that's
get
a
made
winnable
fun of
game
for
for
this.
them.
That is, I think it's such a winnable game for them. Especially depending on what
Literally.
happens with this Alexander Neal situation.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to talk down on the Sonics like that. Brayton's a cool guy, but unfortunately, the truth is they're not too much of a good basketball team.
Yeah, I want to see what they'd look like in the future.
Yeah.
Next season should be interesting for the team.
Yeah.
I actually will not give out the classified information, but they expect some Sonics news next year. Spillers in the backcourt, I think, will be different. Their backcourt has an effect on guards because they can isolate them and put them in a position where they have the ball in their hands, and guards can develop that way. Ty Smith was horrible. I don't know if anyone saw him on the Jets. That guy was horrible.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was terrible.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest here. We do not qualify.
Yeah, we do.
Like no matter what. Like both of you guys sold.
I always got in the middle
Like,
of talking.
hard.
That's not really my fault. How far down are we?
I'm just.
Oh, like 20. But yeah.
I definitely think that the Sonics have some room to grow. And I think that maybe Spillers can provide that. I think that Spillers is in a better fit with the Sonics than he was with the Jets.
Yep.
The backcourt, that's why I said the trade was winning for both sides because they got the overall upgrade of Spillers, and I think maybe if he's put in the right situations, I just don't think the Jets were the team for him.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
I'm
just in
not
the
gonna
wrong
say
system.
I'm not gonna say Grayson's a bad player, like at all, because he's not bad. But for his overall, he does underperform.
I definitely would say that, yeah. And like I
But
said, it might be the wrong
yeah,
system as the Jets. It just might be a bit like Ravid struggled with the Jets. The Jets might just not be a
true.
guard-friendly system. I mean, we've seen Big succeed. We've seen Devontae succeed tremendously. It might just not be a point guard spot. It might just be somewhere where the forward steps in, the big rebounds, and that's all that this team needs. I do think
Yeah.
Um, you
What
there?
does he think?
What happened?
Oh,
I just think that I think Aiden James is a good fit, and I think Holder's going to be a great fit because he gets to the rim really, really well. And I
yep.
think that'll help the Jets offense a lot.
Definitely.
Who do you guys have in the MVP? Murphy by a long shot, or is it a conversation even?
Oh, it's chance. Shouldn't even be a question.
What about defensive
I
player of the year?
mean, defensive player of the year.
That
I
one's
feel
kind of
like,
up in the air.
Yeah.
yeah,
There could be a
definitely.
lot of people win that. I think Lloyd's the front runner, not even because of. I mean, he has the blocks to show and the steals to show, but I mean he locks down team captains. Like I mean, Brayton Jones scored like 6 points on him. He's an absolute
Yep.
lockdown defender. But Sean Randall could also slide in there. He's still
That is,
in the conversation. If Aiden James possibly, he kind of took Poseidon's guy, and Poseidon was the clear winner. But Aiden slowed down a little bit. Well, like I said, we'll get averages and stuff out so we can really figure out the truth. But Depoy is not one that I think you can tell based on averages.
yeah,
You've got to look at box scores and see what their effect on defense is, not just their blocks and steals. Because a defender can have a lot of blocks and steals. Like Sam Reese doesn't have a ton of blocks and steals, but he held Sean Randall to like 4 points.
that is true.
Yeah.
He's someone that deserves to be in the conversation because I think he's a great defensive center. He might not block a ton of shots, but he plays good sound defense.
Yep,
Yeah, he holds his opponents to not that many points.
Yeah, and that's even more valuable than blocks sometimes. Why are the
exactly.
Yeah.
balls swinging forward? I never seen the balls do this.
Seen
And the
plenty of
fact he
balls
did
do
it
that.
to Sean Randall, and Sean Randall's not nobody
Oh
Exactly.
just
no.
to be in the MVP race.
He definitely had his ups and downs all season, but oh my god, I qualified before you guys. What were y'all doing?
The balloons got me.
But I definitely think Sean Randall slowed down. But I think this game we saw preseason Sean Randall come back. The Sean Randall that was, I mean, MVP favorite almost all year until he slowed down and Chance Murphy decided to show up and ball.
Definitely.
I mean, he goes for 20 games on the regular. We see centers get 20 rebounds, but it's very rare to see, besides, I mean, Sam Reese and Randall are really in a category of their own as far as consistent 2020 games.
Uh, yeah.
And
I mean,
really,
it's really impressive when you can do that. I'm sorry.
no, you're good, bro.
My bad. No, I'm
But
just
see,
saying it's impressive. When you can get out there and get such a great defensive ever against big players like you guys just mentioned.
exactly, yeah.
Like great scorers and
What do you guys think of most improved race? Aiden Van, I think, in my mind, is the clear front runner right now, but is there someone else that comes to you guys' mind?
I agree with Aiden Van. Um, Javante, do you have anyone that you think?
I mean, if you look at, Kosov Jatambe, I mean, he went from a 79 overall to 87 overnight, man.
Oh,
I mean, if you look at that, that's impressive. Even if it was, a technicality, it's
But
crazy.
I just I had a sped moment.
You always have a spit moment, bro.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Anyways, Aiden Van, 1 for 24 to drop in 17 against the Knights.
Does Zerts deserve to be in the conversation?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think
Uh,
so.
Zerts, Aiden, maybe Azir slides in. I would have seen him play on the Sharks
I
before I give him a
mean,
spot.
Oh no, that's not great, guys. But only one left.
Yeah,
um, yeah,
we did good. We did good.
you got it.
Six man of the year is really like Scotty or Chance are really the only consistent bench players I've seen. I mean, I've been on the lookout for six man of the year, so it would make my life easier. I found that the bench players are the most inconsistent humans alive.
Yeah.
I have not found a consistent bench player yet. I mean, what do you guys think?
I mean, they're really hard to
Oh,
find.
yeah, they
Yeah.
really are.
I mean, Scotty Turner's not really consistent, and Chance doesn't score a lot. I
That's
mean,
true.
he's like a 6 to 10 point guy, but he does have also like 6 rebounds and 6 assists normally. He's like a rookie Lonzo Ball stat line kind of guy. I mean, rookie Lonzo. I don't know if y'all remember
Yeah.
that. He literally every night was like 9, 7, and 8. He's the kind of guy to have 10,
Yeah.
10, and 10 triple doubles.
I mean, if you're one of those type of players where you don't score a lot, but you're putting up good numbers on the other stats, I think sometimes, it depends on your situation. Sometimes that's better than scoring a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
think
If
for
you
like the
can,
Kodiaks, that's exactly what like Bill Burt. Very important to them because he rebounds, he blocks shots. They don't need another scorer. They've got two of the best scorers in the league already.
definitely. I'm cruising right now.
I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh god, I'm an idiot.
I'm about to get second.
Hell yeah, Tay. Carry us. I'm in like I think last. I'm not good at this one.
No, you're actually in last.
No, I'm not. I'm about
Oh,
to
you
beat this
passed
guy.
somebody.
So, come here, buddy. This
Go,
dude's
go,
my.
go.
Dude, I'm killing it. What the? Why'd I just
Go on
fall
the
for
side,
so
go on the
long,
side, go on the side.
bro? No, I'm talented enough to do that.
Chest,
Oh,
chest,
I'm
chest.
selling right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell. Don't worry, Devontae. I'm gonna qualify.
I don't care what anyone says.
We are going to the next round. I don't care what anyone says. Take how to
Yeah.
go. No, we aren't going.
No.
We are not going to the next
Oh
round.
my.
We are going back to lobby. I don't care what anyone says. Anyways,
Man. No, I mean, if we are gonna say something, David was low key right.
about
He
what?
could be right.
Dude,
Going
if
to the
they actually
playoffs.
goes to the playoffs, that is one of the most iconic quotes ever. And
We gotta have blasphemy.
it's not iconic because of David. It's just iconic because of Nas. David literally did nothing except for sound
Exactly.
like an idiot, but
Oh, did y'all
Nas
know the
made him
most
not sound like
iconic?
an idiot.
No, here's the most iconic thing ever said. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, right here.
Have a boyfriend.
and I don't want David.
God, that sounds so hot. It's literally in my left hand. I mean, Dylan, I love you, bro. I'm sorry. Dude. I'm sorry. Like my controller is in my left hand.
Yeah. What's in your
And
right
my
hand?
right,
Though?
and my right hand. Both the controller grips are firmly in my hand.
Anything
I love
else
you.
is gripped in here?
Nothing else is gripped. Dylan, I love you. Come back, please.
All right.
Is there
I'm
anything
right
to
here.
break?
I'm here.
No. Okay. Anyways, next category, the playoffs. We
Single
have
elimination.
single elimination, so literally anything can happen.
It just takes one bad game for, the Sonics to move on to the next round.
Exactly.
I mean, if you think about it, it's scary because even the Knights can get out in the first round. It's possible, you know.
It
Dude,
really
best
is
of the
possible.
best can go out anywhere. Murphy has a bad night. Dylan has a bad night. The Kodiaks could be gone. They shoot a lot of threes, so that's a team to watch out for because 3-pointers are lower percentage shots than the Knights shoot. I mean the Knights do shoot 3-pointers, but the Knights shoot more consistent shots. I feel like they get into the paint a lot more. They get more layups than the Kodiaks would. Kodiaks, I mean, they will score like 70 points off 3-pointers. And
Definitely.
that's not even an exaggeration. Like they consistently do things like that.
For
I
real.
mean, I think a team that shoots as many threes as they do is. I just had a sped moment, but anyways, they team that shoots like they do is bound to miss a few shots every now and again. And those the games they miss a few shots is when they beat the Sonics or they lose to the Sonics by like 30 points.
Yeah.
Those are the nights where the Kodiaks don't shoot good. So if they have that in the playoffs, this could be a very bad day for them.
That is true. Man,
Who are you guys picking to be in the play-in? First off, we still have a few games left. The Sharks could fall into the play-in. The Jets could come up as a 3 seed. What are you guys just play-in predictions in general? What do you guys think?
I think it's gonna be the Neptunes and the Sharks. I believe that's who's gonna play, right?
Oh yeah, it'd be Neptune Sharks.
I think them two. Um, and then the Force and the Supersonics, of course.
Said
What?
Supersonics.
I said
Is that one not
Supersonics.
what they're called?
Yeah, it definitely is. I don't know what
They're
Dylan's
they're
on.
called the Supersonics. They're called the Supersonics. Just no one calls them
Bro, what is
Supersonics.
happening?
Well, I call them Supersonics. You have a problem with that?
No,
That's
I
what
know.
they are. They're the Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah.
They'll always be the Seattle Supersonics for the rest of the
Sure.
2KSL.
2KFL.
I said SL.
No. You said 2KFL.
Swear to God, I said SL.
All right, we'll see.
You can play it back.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, everyone rewind it and
Definitely.
let them know. Let us know in the comments.
2KFL or 2KSL?
Said SL.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Stop. You're so lucky we're on podcast.
He was
So
gonna
what do you
call
guys
me a
w-
racial slur.
No, I wasn't.
What are you guys' predictions for winning? Who's going to come out of the play-ins then? Because personally, I'm going to pull the upset card and take the lower seed on both sides. I think the Neptunes are going to come out of it on Conference 2, no matter who they play. And I think that if the Force play the Sonics, the Force come out. If the
I'll go.
Force if the Force play the Barons, I
see
think
the
the Barons are going to
Force.
come out.
Yeah. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
But if the Sonics slip backwards, then I think we'll see the Neptunes and Force move on.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough for the Sonics and the Force, in my opinion, because I feel like they're even for the most part. Just Force are just a little bit better at other things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? but it should be a really good game and something I'm looking forward to.
The thing that just like it's weird to look at in this game is that both teams like role player in their starting lineup is guarding the other team's captain.
Yeah,
I mean
that's gonna be
the I don't even remember who the Force are playing at power forward, and that's who's going to guard Brayton Jones. I don't. I believe Garth Moss is the small forward for the Sonics, and he's guarding Nas. Ty Smith's going to guard David. I mean, it's going to be 77 and 78 overalls on each team's best player.
I mean, I don't think it should be a tough matchup for Garth. Not Garth. I'm sorry, Ty.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I
never
mean?
know. David will go for 20 points in the first half, but also like we
Yeah.
saw in the All-Star game, he's done it before. He had 23 in the first half one game.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying David, he has not performed these last few games he's played, to be honest, especially All-Star game.
No.
I just feel like David chokes under pressure. He can't handle
Yeah.
the pressure.
Yeah, I can agree with that. He sold the game in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely agree
Speaking
with
of the
that.
All-Star game, that's something we haven't talked about yet either.
Oh yeah, the All-Star game would be something great to talk about. So,
Team
all of All-Star
Chance.
weekend, like the dunk
All of
contest,
All-Star
we'll know
weekend.
never to do that again.
Nice.
I mean, that was horrible. I don't know what I expected. I didn't expect somebody to be like jumping over cars, but like I mean, I expected more than like basic tomahawks.
Man, I was kind
Yeah.
of hoping for a Jordan dunk.
I was hoping for anything other than East Bays and tomahawks.
Ah! Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could have had a little more than that, surely.
I mean, I don't know. Chase
I
Warren
feel like
won
I
it, I
could
think.
out dunk those guys.
Yeah.
It was just not just very meh.
Yeah.
The 3-point
And,
contest was really good, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed the
was.
3-point contest. But hey,
I
comments.
enjoyed
Let us know
the-
what we should replace the dunk contest with.
Yeah.
Me personally, I enjoyed the 3v3 tournament.
What if we
I-
have?
I did like the 3v3 tournament a lot.
Yeah. What if we have the
No.
worst 2KSL team play the best college team?
Swear you
I-
just said 2KFL.
I said SL, bro.
I think you said
Alright,
SL
alright,
that time.
alright. Okay.
I would like that. Just like we get some college action early, or we could just build a team of the best college, just best college players, not best college team. Just
best,
build
like just the whole
just the
all-star.
best. Yeah, they call like your college all star team would play, and not even all star team, just like McDonald's All American team
Yeah.
would play against the 2KSL, like the Force or Sonics or whoever ends up the worst team next season. I don't think it will be the Force. I think Nas is too good to suck for 2 seasons in a row.
Yep.
Yeah.
But oh my god,
I feel like if he was the captain, if he was the captain to start off the season, they would definitely be a lot better.
I think that they would be like a top 3 team in the league. And that's a hot
100%.
take because there's some really good teams. But you got to think he's made the team what it is. And this is a team where David drafted J.J. Carr and Azir Hicks in the first round, which Nas wouldn't have done. I think
don't even think
that's
Owen Horvath would have done that. I got third.
I think that would have turned the entire Force around. He wouldn't have made the trade where because this is what confused me is David traded up 1 pick in the first round, right? So I thought David wanted somebody. I never would have thought that David was going to do something stupid. And then we get to draft night. Like he literally traded his second round pick back to a third round pick just to move up 1 spot. So I was like, surely the Sharks said they were going to take the guy you wanted, and so he just made the move early.
Yep.
Nope. He did. No, he just reached on JJ Carr. 79 overall JJ Carr.
Definitely a David moment.
That was an absolute. Nas would not have done that, and so I feel like the Force would have been able to recover. Because here's the thing, they could have gotten Bimis, they could have gotten Brayton, Peyton Plummer. There was so many good
great players.
Yeah, there's so many good players there that he could have gotten, and that changes the course of the entire season. Because if that sets everything forward to pick, The Knights probably don't get who was Kyler Bemis at the time. Now Ricky Blake. The Knights don't have him, and that changes a lot.
That's a huge what if.
They probably
That
would
is
have
true.
gotten Alexander Neal because if they were to get a center, I mean, you know, you never know. They could have gotten Grayson Spillers or Cody Hoover.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, that's just a huge what if in my mind.
That
What do
is
the
true.
Knights look like today if David was Nas to begin with? What do the Force look like today if David was Nas to begin with? A lot of big what ifs in that situation and scenario. Who do you guys think are some like dark horse teams for the finals? Teams that a lot of people wouldn't think about because I feel like everyone in the league is just Kodiak's Knights off the top of their head. Do you think there is a team that could sneak in and win the finals, or do you think it's just going to be a clear Knights Kodiak's finals, or do you think there's 2 or 3 teams that could possibly pull off an upset? It is single game elimination, so
This might be a hot take or might be a little biased. I think the Jets could win it.
the Jets are one of those teams. I think the Jets are good. It depends on the day though.
That is true.
Sometimes the Jets are kind of horrible. Sometimes the Jets are really really good.
Coming from a
Yep.
Kodiak's player, I'm not worried about the Jets one bit.
I mean, you did beat their bad team only literally by 1 point.
Yeah, but we got better.
So did the Jets. A lot better.
Okay, but
Selling.
we beat the Knights. Stop
Okay.
playing with us.
And so
You'll
that's supposed to
never
make
beat
me
the
scared?
Knights.
We can. We 100% can.
So cap. So cap.
I bet you can't beat the Knights right now.
I bet I can.
I don't think so.
I guess we'll just have to see.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, it's not like it's gonna be in the finals or anything, because the Jets are gonna be there.
Yeah, sure.
Jets versus Kodiak's game coming up.
Oh, is there?
I mean in the playoffs.
Playoffs. Spit.
Okay. Listen. You know who you should be calling Sped?
Who?
Aiden Van.
Why?
Aiden is not even here and he's getting flamed.
I'm screwed.
Come on, take Kata. Take Kata. No.
Brady
Oh,
wins
my
this.
dick, boys.
Come on, Brady. Come on,
Brady
Brady.
wins this. Brady won. Let's go.
Suck my cock, baby. On the vid.
On the vid, bro. Let's go.
You wanna know why we won? You wanna know why we
Bro.
won?
Because
My
of me.
bottom, bro. My crocodile.
You too. That's how you win a game right there. That's 6 wins for me. W's in the chat.
Oh, bro. Only if you got it on stream.
Bro, the stream would have been such a W.
Man, we got. Wait, have you still not? You haven't gotten a win on stream, right?
No, now I have one that's gonna be on the YouTube video.
But we got to get you a win on stream one day.
One day we will.
We have to.
That's a W
honestly, I
right
think
there, boys.
the Moose can win it. I think.
Yeah, I did not realize I had them down as 3-2, and then I went and checked their record, and I was like, oh, they're 5-2, not 3-2. Well, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
it
puts
really
them up
depends.
like in contention to play the Kodiaks and be the exact same record as them.
It's got to be
I
a
think
little.
Dylan, did you guys beat the Moose or did y'all lose?
We lost. That was the first game of the season.
All I'm
the
saying
Mo-
is the Jets won.
If the Moose beat the Sonics, the Moose are the 1 seed.
No way.
They dead ass they are.
Yeah.
The Kodiaks won't even be the 1 seed of the conference if the Moose beat the Sonics tomorrow.
You know what that means?
crazy,
That means on Wednesday, if the Lowriders win, it's gonna be a Jets versus Kodiaks,
We
right?
could see Jets versus Kodiaks in the first round.
Ain't worried about no Jets.
That's gonna be a W game.
Bro, you guys are from Canada, bro.
That's gonna be a W. That's what I'm praying for right there. Jets Kodiak game would be so fire. So now that we talked about the dark horses and whatnot, who are you guys like? If you had to pick right now your two finals teams that you think, like if you had to bet on it, like you were betting serious money on it, who would you pick to be in the finals, and who do you pick winning?
Knights.
Knights.
I'm going, Knights. Said Knights across the board for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it would be kind of boring because it's like we already know who's gonna win. Like,
I'm praying.
I
I'm
mean,
praying for
bro,
like
you
a.
never
I'm praying
know.
for like a Jets, Neptunes, Moose, anyone. not the basic two teams.
Forget you too, bro.
No, I love
you
you,
know
man.
how boring that would be? Like a recap to the season, just like, oh, everybody we thought we knew that was gonna be in the finals, we're in the finals. Like, I mean, it's like
Yeah.
how no one expected the Warriors to be in the finals this year, and they were in, and then it made the finals good.
No one expected the Celtics either. That's why this finals was crazy. The league is literally
Exactly.
wide open. I think it's gonna be that way for us too. Single game elimination. There is bound to be an upset. I mean, do you guys think that we will see a Kodiak's Knights finals, or do you think one of them will be upset?
There
I'm
will be a
hoping there's an
Kodiak's Knights
upset,
finals.
but I 100% think that there would be an upset.
Devontae, you think one of the two is gonna get upset?
Yes.
Who do you think has the better
He's
odds of
gonna.
getting
He,
upset? The
Kodiaks.
Kodiaks?
I
Kodiaks
knew
lose
it,
to the
bro.
Jets? Okay. Hey, we got it
We'll
on
see.
take here. Take calls it if that happens.
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
I
You
am
see,
kind of hoping that the Sonics do win. Not because I'm scared to play the Kodaks at all.
Cap.
I just want to see that matchup later. You know what I mean?
yeah, like in the conference finals.
Yeah, so where it's like higher stakes.
I got you. I got you.
But you want to know something?
What?
What?
You got your record beat by Chance. He scored 54,
Okay.
and then
I know.
there's me. I had 40.
Okay, I know.
Okay, who else? Who else
Boston
is
Didn't
had
you
there
drop like
40.
between?
11 not so long ago?
No, bro.
Didn't you
The
drop like
lowest,
11 not so long ago? I'm
bro,
sorry. But
14,
didn't
and
you
it
just
was a
drop,
triple
bro?
double. It was a triple double with
I swear
14
to God,
points.
that's you should drop 11.
It was 14 points with a
Weren't you the
triple
same
double.
one that got locked down by Colby?
I didn't get locked down by
Got
Kobe.
clamped by
It was
Colby
I did
Boston.
not get locked down by
in the
Kobe.
3v3 tournament.
I did not get locked
Oh,
You
down.
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
clamped by
yeah.
Colby.
Kobe's underrated. I don't care what anyone says.
He still clamped you.
Kobe cold. Let's see though.
For real.
Dylan, why are you spectating? All right. Well, looks like
Nah.
I mean we've talked about it. Everything. Is there any other spots you think we've missed?
Okay, I just want to go back. I just want to have this on the YouTube video. All right. There's two major concerns I want to talk about, right?
Right.
First one, Kenyon Cobb, man.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Kenyon Cobb does not deserve to be in the 2K SL. I don't care what anybody says.
In the entire league.
No, he deserves to be back in. Some college guys are better than this guy. I mean, you got players like DeAndre James. You got players like Tom Yankins. I mean, there's so many better players that you can name in college that can go up to the league and automatically start over him. I mean, when you're shooting 4 for 17 with 11 points in a must-win game, a must-win game. What does that say about you?
You're not
What does
good.
that say about you? Exactly.
Honestly, I think Harley White is better than Kenyon Cobb.
Thank you.
Oh, White's the best
This
player in
guy-
the league, bro. I don't care what anyone says.
This guy was a
Great at handling
quote-unquote
balls.
all-star,
Great
but
control.
can't shoot when it counts.
Good at sucking in D
I mean-
and on the drive.
And I'm just saying, that says so much. I mean, it proves
Oh,
that
I
you
forgot
can't
the
hit
round
shots
started.
when it
I was
matters.
literally chilling.
Yeah. Okay, listen, I'm not done. I don't appreciate that you just interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Devontae.
Okay. That just proves you can't shoot when it matters. You
He
can't
can't
score when
handle
it
the
matters.
pressure.
Exactly. This guy, even if they somehow beat the Knights, go to the finals, whatever. Even
Stop.
in a magical situation where that does happen, I don't think he can handle the pressure. Listen,
No.
I don't understand why he's an all-star. I mean, you got guys like Evan Solo didn't make the all-star team. Evan Solo was better than Kenan Cobb will ever be. I mean, this guy is nowhere on my top 50 list. I can name
50.
all 8 rosters on the 2KSL is better than this guy.
All 8 rosters. Do you hear yourself?
That's crazy. We have
I
10
do hear
rosters.
myself.
So you think he's better than 20 than 2 of the rosters?
My apologies. All 10 rosters are better than this guy. I mean, you got, man. I don't get me started on the comparison from DeAndre James to this guy. I mean, DeAndre James. I mean, let me break it down. He's a better shooter. He's a better scorer. He's a better defensive player. He has more ball handle. He's more intact with his team. He's 10 times better than this guy. And I'm telling you, if he was allowed to just drop out of college, sign a 2KSL contract, Barons need to pick him up now. Because when you have a cancer in that locker room like Kenyon Cobb, you gotta think to yourself, is he worth the money? You're paying this guy $10 million a year. I don't know exactly how much he's getting paid. I'm just throwing that out here, right? Say you're paying this guy $10 million a year. Yeah, he's cool again in games that don't matter.
Exactly.
Say you're undefeated. Say night situation, clinch first seed, you're good. Sure, he would drop 20. First round of the playoffs, 4 for 17. And I'm just saying, that's just when you have players like that, you can't, man. You just can't.
You
And,
gotta get rid of them.
Hey,
Exactly.
It
speaking
doesn't
of
create a good
DeAndre wanted
environment
to,
around your team.
DeAndre signing a 2KSL contract. After the 2KSL season is over, I've done some thinking, and so we will probably end up holding out on the next season until we get 2K23 to come out. And once 2K23 comes out, we're gonna move probably the entire league over to 2K23. That way we
idea.
can all can and until that happens, what we're gonna do, we're gonna run a Drew League in the off season where you guys get to pick your teams. You guys just put together whatever roster you want, like 8 men, and we will literally sim games and play games of an off-season league. And I'll allow college players. I mean, literally anybody that wants to show up and play. Just we can negotiate about the limits and restrictions on that. I don't mean literally just anybody from any server, but I mean like our college series. Any college players that want to step up and play in the Drew League, they're welcome to be picked up by a team.
Great idea. Great idea. And
And
just
it'll
one
give
more
us some
comment.
entertainment through the off season while we're missing games.
Yep. Yep. And my second problem I want to address here. I'm gonna make this quick. I don't want to keep everybody waiting. I know, controversial subject. A lot of people like this guy. Not saying he's a bad player.
Oh God.
Grayson Spillers, man.
Oh Jesus! I knew it was coming. Knew it was gonna happen
It's
at
like,
some point.
I thought it was another Kenyan Cobb attack.
no, Kenyon Cobb. Here's the difference. Grayson
God.
Spillers, he can score. He can do anything you ask him to do. Sometimes. Kenyon Cobb can never. Except when you're playing the Force and it doesn't even matter on your record.
I
Okay.
hate to interrupt you, bro, but I have someone similar to what you're saying, Grayson, Kenyon, someone else that's like them too. You feel me?
Definitely. Go ahead.
All right, and that player is Devontae Willis.
Definitely not.
Um,
Definitely not. When you have someone, he scores 20.
last game that he
but-
played, he shot 5 for 14. How are you a head
Okay.
captain and shoot
Guess
5
what?
for 14?
But guess what? He still dropped 17.
He fucks bitches.
Exactly, and he gets hoes.
Like, bro, what are you trying to say?
And he gets hoes.
What are you trying to say though?
He gets females. He gets mad females. He can FaceTime a female right now and get her
But
to
is
come
there
over.
proof? Is there proof?
I'm gonna call a girl right now.
Dude, on the podcast, call her
Anybody.
up right now. Call her up right now.
Bro,
Anybody.
I could right now, bro.
Anybody.
I could right
Anybody.
now. I swear to God.
Willis, do it.
Pick a number 1 through 4.
4. Wait, no, give me 2 for Lonzo.
2.
Lonzo.
Oh, wait, we didn't stole it from.
I just
Calling her
stole a
right
gold
now.
neck, you bitch.
Calling her right now. Hey, Mom. What'd you say?
My
Oh,
own
okay.
teammate just grabbed me. That dude sucks.
No, I was just saying how you were.
Damn, that's Riz, bro.
Yeah, I did. Alright.
Guys, we're gonna lose.
Oh, okay.
Not on my watch.
Uh,
Yeah, we lost.
can you wake me up so early? Alright. Okay. Alright. Love you. Cause you're admin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta go to the bathroom. No, cause yeah, I did.
You lying, mother.
It was alright.
Okay, well, while Devontae is on the phone with his mom, finishing up their loving conversation, I guess the rest of us will move on to pretenders or contenders. Like I said, we're gonna start doing this every episode, just because it'll be like our. You ever seen those Spanish guys? I forgot what they're
She's on
called.
her way back right now.
What's it called? See or no? You ever watch that? Highly questionable. I used to watch that every day when I got home from school. It was that old Spanish guy and his son. I think it was a son. I just assumed, but his name was Pop. They just called him Poppy, and then he would like sit there and like cuss out athletes. It was awesome. That was my favorite sports show ever. Y'all should definitely look it up. S tier sports show. Now the old guy's gone, so I don't watch it anymore. But at that point, when the old guy was on there, it was the best. But what we do, how we play, I know Willis is your first time, but we name a player, a team, and then we name like a situation. So like, we'll say Devontae Willis MVP, and we say, is Devontae a contender for the MVP or is he pretender? Is he that have no chance? Does he deserve to be in the race? And we discuss it. We name a team and say, like, it doesn't have to be finals for the team. We could say like force getting out of the play-in, contender, pretender.
Okay. Alright.
All right, so Dylan, you can do the honors and you
Yo.
can start.
I
What's your
think
scenario?
since all right. So you know we have a kind guest, Devontae Willis. I think I'm gonna give him the honor and let him start.
All right, Willis.
Since I wasn't able to finish, I was really interrupted. But here we go. Grayson Spillers.
This is a good
Will
one.
he lead this team out of the plan? Yes or no?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think if they go on the play-in, they'll probably lose. I think they'll probably lose in the first round, regardless.
Definitely.
But getting out of the play-in, I don't want to say pretender because I think they definitely could do it. It's not like they're gonna just like get blown out or like we're just confident. Like I think that they'll lose, but I'm not confident in that. I think it could go either way. So I'll say contender because
Yeah, I'll say contender also.
if they if the lowriders win and they Sonics lose, they could be sitting out. They will be out of the play-in,
Yeah.
and so they would have
No,
automatically made it out.
here's my take here. All right. Like I said, I'm not saying Grayson Spillers is a bad player. Any means possible. You know, he's a great. He's a great player. Here's where I draw the line. Main question: is he a great teammate? Okay, nothing against him, right? But when you're
Right.
expected to perform at such a high level, considering that you are the best or you're the second best or whatever, you're a top three player on your team, right? And you have such a big role to fill, right? Wouldn't you want to have that great relationship with your teammates?
I just fell through. I fell through a pad. I'm so mad. Sorry, I cut you off. That pissed me off.
No, it's not fine, but I'll allow it. But here we go. Like I said, would you expect him to have a great relation or a good relationship at least with his teammates?
No.
No, I think that I don't know. I don't know what I expect from him. He's being very weird about it. Like he was telling you, like, oh yeah, this team's so much better than you guys are, like all this stuff, and then like he acts like he doesn't even want to be there. Yeah, I'm very confused by his opinion on the situation. I definitely think in future podcasts that'd be a good interview to have. Just what are your thoughts on the Sonics? Do you
Let me
plan to stick
finish up my
around?
rant. Okay.
Yeah, rant on him.
My Grayson Spillers. All right. When you have somebody that's that toxic on in that locker room, how do you expect your team to thrive? Know what I mean? You can't have someone that's like, oh, we have confidence of ourselves, but our second captain is sitting here saying we suck.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying when he was on the Jets. I'm talking specifically on the Supersonics.
Super Sonics.
Don't shut up. Okay. Don't you think that lowers the team morale?
when
Oh, we think we're gonna make it, but our second captain saying we suck.
yeah, definitely. I think that 100% it does.
I'm
I'm
It's
just
a
good.
saying
toxic environment.
I hate the
exactly.
word locker room cancer because I think cancer is probably worse than anything a human could be in a locker room. But yeah, I mean there are a few players in the league that come to mind that just are a locker room cancer. I mean I'm not gonna say those names. I'm the commissioner. I don't want any problems with anybody. But I mean I know y'all have some names that come to mind just that as
Oh, I
far
can
as that
name
just are bad for the locker room, demand trades, sick games.
100%.
Kata was very quiet there, but I heard it.
What did you say?
Said BJ Cora.
What did you say?
Or you can just say JJ
Oh,
Carr.
yeah, JJ Carr.
Anybody tonight that wouldn't listen to me when I told everyone to stop adding everyone? Yeah, those people are all
Exactly.
like just human cancers, not locker room
Exactly.
cancers. Aiden
Wasn't
Van,
me. Brody.
I like Dink though.
Yeah, but Brody was like the main one, bro.
But like I said, if he doesn't get his chemistry with his teammates right, I don't see Supersonic, the Sonics, whatever you want to call them. I don't see him going far here. That's it.
I can agree with that.
You know, I think I decided what I want my role to be on this podcast.
What, the guy that trashes
I just want
everyone?
to continuously go on Stephen A. Smith rants.
That guy
That's
is
it.
not a good basketball player.
Blasphemous.
The fact that you
Exactly.
just said and insinuated the fact that Grayson Spillers cannot play basketball makes me sick to my stomach.
Exactly. Kenyon Cobb is not a good player.
He's not.
Exactly.
Folks, you need to wake up. You need to wake up and
If you say
open your
something,
eyes.
stay off the weed.
For a second, I was just here, just so quiet. Stay off the weed.
Stay off the damn weed. And they won't. They won't listen.
They won't
Ching
listen.
chong.
All right,
All right, next up,
Dylan, who is your pretender or contender?
Pretender.
Who,
scenario. We need a scenario here.
You know, I've been thinking about this for a minute. Do y'all think if, Chance doesn't perform well when he needs to, even Dylan White at the same time. Do you think Aiden Van could take over?
Nope.
Hell no.
Nope.
What?
Definitely not.
What?
I'm
No.
gonna be
Y'all
honest
are
here.
tripping.
Aiden Van had one good game, and now everybody's on his
No, 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 no,
nuts.
no, 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 no. Two, bro.
He's had two
Everybody.
like 17-point
No,
games.
actually, like four.
The seven.
No,
Okay, so are we
I
considering
like
17
Aiden. I
games
think
good?
Aiden's a good player, but
Are we
I don't think you can
literally
considering,
is.
expect him to lead a team.
especially in a
Hell
a
no. A
high
high
stakes?
Okay,
stake
Bill
game.
Bart,
Exactly,
Bill
Devontae.
Bart, Bill Bart, Bill Bart.
No,
Bill's not enough
What?
scorer.
I think
Bill is the perfect third
He
option.
can
That's what
get
I
you.
consider Bill.
He can
He
get
can
you a
get you
bucket if
layups,
you
and
want.
the nights when you guys have sucked, Bill has fueled that. You know, Bill has fueled you guys' offense before. So, but he doesn't do it for long. He does it just for long enough for you guys to come back.
okay, I'm gonna be honest here. The best case scenario, if Chance Murphy does not perform well in the playoffs, is if Dylan White steps up and leads this team like he's capable of doing.
That's exactly what they need to happen. That team is shitty.
That's the only way I look.
What?
No,
It's yeah. If they can't win the playoffs, you have to just bank on Dylan White,
exactly. He needs a 40-point game.
and that's a lot of
That
Yeah,
pressure to
but
put on him. But that's a guy that can handle it.
it is.
That
It
has
really
handled
is.
it before.
honestly, I'm calling it, bro.
We
Chance,
suck.
he's not gonna have an off game. That's it's Chance we're talking about.
But
The
it's
MVP.
possible.
He's done it before.
It's possible. It's
He's done it
possible.
before.
Okay, but he can handle pressure.
I mean, we'll just have to see.
We'll have to. We'll see. We'll see. What?
Or how about this? Let me get a better one.
Okay.
Um, mm, I'm thinking.
Also, we have like 3.5 minutes left of film time before this thing caps out, so I'll make it a good one because it's gonna finish off the show.
All right.
Just give me something I can go on a rant about, please.
Bug Bingus.
What
I don't know
about
too
him?
much about Buccaneers. I don't know too much about him.
Um,
Give me something like good.
can he step up?
It's not good enough, man.
I think he has to.
He
If the
does.
Sharks want to compete for anything, I think Bug has to step up, or they're not in a good place. I don't know. I think he can do it, but we've also seen nights where he hasn't done it. He literally just hasn't. But last game, I think when they all played bad, Bug was one of those ones that struggled. So we'll have to see in the playoffs. I can't give a for sure answer there. I want to say a little in between of both. I think it's possible he does it, but I'll see a very possible outcome where he cannot do it at all and just doesn't step up.
Yeah. I
Here's
feel
what I
you.
got to say about this here. All right.
There's another Willis rant.
Like Brady said, he's a guy that has to step up. All right. And we've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen him. We've seen him step up. And we've seen him step down. Right.
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 It's the playoffs. It's hit or miss. It's you win, you're out. Or you win, you move on. You lose, you're out. One single game elimination. There's no answer. You can't not perform. Because if you end up not performing, you're on a flight back home. Immediately.
Literally.
On your couch.
And exactly, watching the rest of the playoffs, crying, bowl of ice cream.
Your wife's not even going to love you anymore.
Exactly. Aiden's
Your
situation,
kids
his wife left
won't
him.
even like you anymore.
Exactly. But like I said,
Aiden's
if
wife
he does
divorced
not
him,
step
but they
up,
remarried because he didn't go for 20 the second time.
if Tingis does not step up, the Sharks are going to be in a big problem.
I agree.
They're,
All right.
it's crazy, man.
Yeah, we got like 45 seconds left to record time, so that's probably going to be all. But I think we got a really good podcast today. Huge shout out to these guys for stopping by, staying on here, and dedicating their time to this. I really appreciate it. Anything you guys got to say?
Let's go, Cody X.
Kenyon sucks.
All right, Jake, what about you?
Hi.
All right. It's actually, you should be saying bye because we're signing off now, but that works too. Appreciate you guys. Much love.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by.